There's 3 primary things you should focus on when you join a new real estate brokerage. And it doesn't matter if you're a brand new agent or an agent that's doing over 100 transactions per year. Getting these 3 things right is where all of your focus should go. You should focus on continuing growing your business, learning how to operate your business, and networking like crazy. When you join a brand new brokerage, you should continue growing your real estate business at all costs. Now, I know this sounds very obvious, but this is something that we real estate agents fumble a lot of the times, because one of the biggest mistakes that we make when we're changing from one brokerage to another is that we actually wait to continue growing our business until we're on the other side, until we're with the new brokerage. In other words, as you're exiting one brokerage, you're stalling your real estate business. And sometimes it's incredibly difficult to turn the engines back on. Think of it from a practical standpoint. Typically what happens when you're an agent that's leaving your brokerage, you're probably waiting for a transaction to close before you make the jump. So you might be waiting a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and beyond for that transaction to close. And what generally happens in that limbo period, as you're waiting for a contract to close, we stop the advertising, we stop the following up, and we're praying that we don't get into another transaction. And before you know it, all of this waiting around turns from a couple of weeks into a couple of months, and that's disastrous for your business. Because the results of the actions that you take today or fail to take today are not going to be seen tomorrow. They're going to be seen in 60 or 90 days from today. And what I see far too often with agents that make a change from one brokerage to another is that 2 to 3 months into that new brokerage, they are not working with any single client. They don't have any contracts pending, and really their pipeline is dead. And far too often what happens is that that agent puts the blame on the broker or the new brokerage rather than taking accountability that, hey, maybe I shouldn't have paused all of my ads, or maybe I shouldn't have taken it as easy 60 days ago, because the results of that inaction are actually showing up right now. So even before you transfer your license into a new brokerage, make sure that you continue advertising. Make sure that you continue that marketing campaign that was so effective for you. Any momentum loss is going to affect your business exponentially. So just remember, there's no perfect time to change from one brokerage to another. So stop trying to time it. Now, before we get to the second thing you must do when you change to a new brokerage, I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. My name is Jaime Resendiz, and I help real estate professionals exponentially grow their business through actionable content. And I'm on a mission to help reduce the over 80% failure rate for real estate agents. So if you can hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell, that's going to really help us out. Now, the second thing that's incredibly important when you join a new brokerage is that you learn how to operate your real estate business as quickly as possible. In other words, you need to relearn where to go and get the contracts, how to write the contracts, how to get them executed, what amendments or what addendums your brokerage is requiring, along with additional disclosures, all of that. Learn how to do your business over again because you're in a new environment. Certain things that are now being requested, you never had to consider. And on the flip side, some of the things that you've been asked to do in your previous brokerage are no longer applicable in this new brokerage. So learn how to operate your business as quickly as possible, because you could be working with some buyers that at any point in time might want to get into a contract. And if you have no clue where to go and get the contracts because they used to be in your previous brokerage's hub, well, now you're in trouble. And on the listing side, the same thing applies. You don't know when a repeat client is going to call you up and say, hey, I want to sell my house now. You have to know how to operate in your new environment, because this is going to become your new normal. And the best way to do this is to do a test run. Create a test transaction or a dummy transaction and run it through the entire process. Really make sure that you know where the contracts are, how to get them executed, and what additional disclosures you need to present to your clients. And take it one step further. As quickly as you can, make sure that you have MLS access, make sure that your e-key still works, make sure that you are still operational in the same way that you were with your previous brokerage so you don't miss a beat. And the third thing is what 99% of agents fail to do when they join their new real estate brokerage. And that is networking. We fail to do the networking with our new broker team. The moment that you join a new brokerage, make sure that you're going to your broker or brokers and introducing yourself. Same thing with the admins, same thing with any transaction coordinators, same thing with anybody that does accounting. Get to meet as many people as possible, because at one point or another, you're gonna need them. And this is especially true with larger brokerages or large larger teams, because these larger organizations typically have a larger supporting cast. As an example, when I joined eXp Realty, which is a fully virtual real estate brokerage, meaning there's no brick and mortar, one of my first things that I did when I made my license active was making sure that I knew who my brokers were, because I knew with the transactions that I was bringing in and the transactions that I was doing, I was going to need their support. So very quickly, I was able to get into a one-on-one working relationship with them to where I could text them for certain things that I needed in my business and they would help me out. You have to do the same. All of these brokerages will treat you as a number if you let them. But the quicker that you can network and humanize yourself, again, especially with these large organizations, the farther and faster you're going to go. So just remember, whenever you join a new brokerage, make sure that you continue growing your real estate business and that you quickly learn how to operate your business in that new brokerage, along with networking and meeting as many of the individuals that you're now going to be collaborating with. And if you're successfully able to do this, you're going to see how smooth your real estate brokerage change is going to be. So I'm curious, if you've made a real estate brokerage in the past, how did it go? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you want to watch another video that's going to help you grow your real estate business quickly, check out this video right here.